Andrew it's recorded, Andrew McCART, IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here at MTK Scotland, delighted to be joined by big Shawnee Mac himself, Sean McCOMB.
The Bull.
The Bull?
Shawnee the Bull.
You're moving down away, how can you be the Bull?
I am the Bull.
You'll be big at lightweight anyway when you get down to 135. Let's talk about it then. Huge fight for yourself, probably the biggest, well, it is going to be the biggest fight of your career against Craig Evans, former Olympian. We've seen what he's done with Tom Stalker and stuff like that. He comes to fight. What kind of fight are you expecting?
Like another step up again. I've had a couple of tough fights myself now. I just don't think it was getting the recognition for the type of fighters I was beating. And Dominguez, who fought for world title, heavyweight world title, and had a close fight with Moon, who then had a great fight with Tom McCann. So I mean, that's a standard that I've fought so early on. Probably haven't got much recognition for it. I don't care either, because it takes a bit of pressure off me as well. Obviously Craig Evans, domestically, big step up. He's ranked 10 in the British rankings, higher than me anyway. I'm moving down, so again it's another test for me, as well as the fight, making the weight, doing it properly, and just believe it's the right move at the right time.
This fight's going to be 138, 138 pounds. I mean, the first time you fought under 140 as a professional anyway.
Yeah.
I know you're probably 6 weeks away from the fight, but what have you changed in your training in terms of nutrition and the way you train? Have you changed anything much?
Not really. Nutrition's always been. I mean, we do the full tests with my nutrition Stephen. He books me in for the RMR, the rest of the metabolic rate. Does my calorie counts and then all the food that he's sending me like every day is tailored around my training. So the food's good and it's under the calorie deficit, but it's based for training, it's for recovery, it's muscle recovery, it's everything. It's not just about losing weight, it's all about getting that 1% out of every training session, and I believe nutrition is a big key factor in that.
Going back to Craig Evans, and I mean, it's in Belfast again, you're headlining another huge show at the Ulster Hall. What does a win against somebody like Craig Evans do for you in your career? Does this just propel you on to, like, not so much like world level, but European level, maybe a fringe title going into the summer?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's domestically, it's a big fight. There'll be a lot of hype around it, something I'm really expecting, and I'm expecting Craig to come and put on a serious performance. I mean, we know before, like you said, he with Tom Stalker and the big names he's fought, he comes. Tennyson as well, what a fight that was. And like, I mean, it was on level terms with Tennyson until later on. Some big punches landed on both sides, and level, and I mean, Tennyson's fought at that world level, so I mean, that just shows you where Craig Evans is at, and I'm well aware of that as well. So I'm going to have to produce the goods as well, and stick to the game plan that me and Danny and Dom will work on.
I always say to you, like, I always ask you these questions, and I know that your mindset's like, I don't give a fuck. And when I do ask these questions, I'm like, why did I ask that? 'Cause I know the answer I'm going to get. But the Craig Evans fight and that, and do you feel like sort of pressure to perform? Because you only turned pro 2 years in August coming up. You've not even been a pro 2 years yet, and the speed and the trajectory that you're moving on is very, very fast.
Yeah.
Do you feel any pressure or do you feel any anxiety or anything like that to perform, or do you feel any nerves going into this fight against Craig Evans? Because it is, like I said, it is a big name.
It's good. It's a type of, I wouldn't say I'm not nervous. Like it's 6-7 weeks away. I'll get nervous fight week, normal, and I'll go over game plans in my head, but I won't be anxious. I won't be weary of what I may have to do and what if he, because I know that 100% the fighters I'm going to come up against, I believe I have a better boxing brain, and I just believe my boxing IQ will get me out of a lot of trouble if it does come to it. And I mean, I've been in trouble before. I was down before, and I took a knee, smart, just took a knee, give a round up, and come back and destroyed.
That's what I said to you.
The next 3 or 4.
Yeah. I've said that to you before off camera, that the fact that when you were hurt to the body, you didn't try and fight on, you took the knee, you recovered, and to me, I saw outside looking in, I thought that was a smart move, because you could have tried to fight on and got hurt again and stopped. Exactly. But the fact that you're boxing intelligent, your boxing IQ told you to take a knee. And I think you even winked at Danny in the corner like, I'm fine, don't worry about it.
Just took a knee, just killed the momentum, and regrouped, gathered my shit, and get back to moving my feet and boxing the way I should have been from the beginning. And that's just something that I know in the back of my head. When the going gets tough, I don't have to get going. I don't have to go and get tough with it. I can just take a knee and kill momentum. Or there's all like boxing it doesn't define you how good of a boxer you are by punching people. It defines you as a good boxer by not getting hit. And if you can adapt to do that any way you can, whether it looks messy or it looks smart, it looks class, whatever it may be, do it. Just don't get hit.
Just don't get hit. It's that simple, is it?
It's not that simple, but if you can make it as simple as you can, then do it.
Definitely. You're not going to lose in Belfast, especially if you're headlining at Ulster Hall, are you?
Nah,
there's no chance.
Just couldn't see it. Don't think I'll lose. Don't think there's anyone going to beat me. Like, it might sound stupid, but it's
the right mentality.
The steps at the right time. It's just MTK or put me up against the right fighters at the right time. And if I was a prospect coming through who had that pressure on me, and I felt that pressure, it might be a step too soon. But I just know myself it's not. And I think MTK in fact I know MTK have that trust in me to push me on in that direction at this time so soon in my career, and it's powerful. It's amazing to be part of fights. I guess headlining in Ulster Hall has been the headlight of my whole boxing career as a full, and to be doing it again is so soon, straight after. Like, I had 2 weeks off, straight back training and straight back to the good life.
Is that the good? You do live the good life when you're out at camp, I'll give you that. Are you annoyed at the fact that you haven't sort of won a major title yet? Because you're in that stage of your career now where these WBO Europeans, IBF and the Continentals should be thrown at you now because the level of opposition that you fought. Maybe are you hoping that going into after the Craig Evans fight, all going well against Craig Evans, that a minor title will be on the line for your next one?
It's obviously good to have, but to have something around your waist, a belt or some sort of title. People, it's not me, to be honest. It's annoying. I think it's more supporters and people who are coming to watch me want to go and watch me win titles. I know where my finish, where my end product's going to be is world champion. So all the titles along the way are going to be forgot about anyway. So 2, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, going into retirement, and I'm world champion, and I've been world champion. 3 years
in retirement? Come on, Sean. That's 3,
4 years left. If I can retire, it's a realistic goal. If I can retire 30, 31, which is really, I'm very capable of doing it. With a world title, maybe multiple world titles, who knows? And if I can do it, then MTK have done their job well beyond expectation, and so have I. And if I don't, then I'll be thereabouts by then. That's a fact. So all the titles along the way are going to be forgot about when I win a world title.
No one's going to remember it. They look good in the house, but they're not all these titles.
They might look good, but there mightn't be enough space for them.
You talked about being a world champion there. I mean, you're going down to 135. Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, fighters like Richard Conway down there as well. I mean, what a division to be in, especially world level. And even if you do come back up to 140, Josh Taylor, Prograis, Ramirez, Hooker, I mean, you're not escaping into these big fights with these big names, are you?
No, not at all. Once you get to that level, you can't dodge people. You can't pick and choose who and when you want to. I mean, there is times where you see that a division becomes completely open. For example, if someone is unified and decides to move up or move down or go for a different challenge, the whole division opens up, and it gives 4 or 5 other fighters at that level different opportunities to win different world titles. And if that happens, happy days. And if it doesn't, so what? They'll fight whoever it is. If I'm at that level and I'm made mandatory by any means to fight for a world title, then it is what it is, and I'll go into a fight confident no matter who it is.
The thing is, I won't say you were lucky, but it seems like the 135 pound division, Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez looking to fight. Whoever wins that, I think they'll vacate and move up and move down, depending if you're Lomachenko or Lopez. Josh Taylor, Ramirez, whoever wins that, they're going to move up, vacate all them titles as well. So no matter what division you choose to be in, because I think you can fluctuate between 140 and 135, the world title, it sounds dumb, but 2-3 more good wins, and it's realistic for you.
Exactly, you're climbing with the world rankings every time. So I mean, this shows you where MTK's at in terms of management. They know it. They've given me the option to go down to 135, something I wasn't really eager to do to begin my career. I was like, why? I had this stubborn mindset where I feel comfortable at 140 and make it easy. And I know I can beat people at 140. I've done it. I've beat decent names on the way up, but at the same time, you have to be smart. You have to, like, MTK have given me a couple of different options. Go 135, go 140. When we get that level, then we have the option to do both. Whatever becomes easiest, go for it. I mean, I don't want hard fights. If they come, but I don't want them. No one does. And anyone who says they're full of shit, unless they're getting millions, which is understandable. But for me, the easiest route to world title is do me lovely. And then when I win it, then I can do what I can call the shots. Who I want to fight, what way I want to go, back up to 140, down 135. I could even go to 147 because I'm massive. I'm 6 foot.
You're 6 foot, yeah.
And the nutritionist is a genius as well at that. So he knows the game inside out in terms of what you need to be putting in your body and what you don't. And if I want to grow, he can make me grow. If I want to cut, he can make me cut. And if I want to stay as ugly as I am, well, there's fuck all I can do about that. But we're here now, and this is it. The challenge is to get down to 135.
But the thing is, again, you said there that the easiest route to a world title. Now I know the type of person you are, the type of guy you are. You would want to win a world title off a world champion rather than a vacant title, right? No. Vacant title's fine with you?
Fucking right. Why not? If it's easier, yes, 100%. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing all the hard work on the way up. All the hard work's getting done now. And you win a world title for not an easy fight, but I mean you win an easier world title. Take it with 2 hands, 100%.
I was going to ask, who would you prefer?
And then from off the back, your confidence goes into a whole new level.
Yeah.
And then you can take on another world champion for a unification fight. You can drop it, move up, fight another world champion at a different weight, and challenge yourself at that level against like world champions. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. You've seen it before. You see the likes of Mickey Garcia winning world titles at featherweight, super featherweight, moving up to lightweight, went right up to welterweight. Do you know what I mean? Falls short, goes back again. It's the level you want to be at as a fighter, and if you believe you're good enough to get that level, and you have all the attributes to go up and down the weights like I have at 6 foot, then take it, fucking do it.
I'm going to give you a promoter's hat, put it on your head to make you a fight. Now any sort of world level opponent at Madison Square Garden or Vegas for a world title, whether it be at 135, 140, the names up there, Josh Taylor, Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, which fighter best suits you and will be the best fight for your career, for the fans as well that come over to watch you? Who would you want to fight?
Right now, I think probably it would be good because it's domestic and he's already at that level, would be the likes of Luke Campbell. He's an Olympic champion, unbelievable fighter, someone I've always looked up to, good boxer, good tall southpaw like myself, and something that I believe would be a really good boxing
match. Luke's got a WBC, is it against Fontura, is it?
Yeah,
Fontura?
If that goes well, I mean, if Luke wins the world title, then it would be something around that calibre where you want to be. But again, Luke could do the same thing I could do. He could vacate and move up to 140 and one, because he's massive as well, and he's got brilliant boxing ability. So if you're in around that level, then happy days. But by the time I get that level, I mean, they could all be gone, all them fighters, downweights, upweight, to be God knows where they could be. And then you have the likes of Garcia,
you say that you might be gone, but we just need to look at fighters like Luke Keeler, John O'Carroll, Westfield, first world title. People have came from like there and they've shot to a world title shot like that, so you can say,
oh well, I want, like you say, 1 or 2 fights. At the end of this year I could be knocking on the door, but at the end of this year, like Lomachenko could be talking about going down and fight at super feather again and fight Gervonta Davis. He's talking about potentially. He says he won't go to 140, which he could do. He very well could, like, and he could win easy. And like Luke Campbell might win a world title, come in and take over that throne.
Mandatory.
And then
voluntary, sorry.
Yeah, so I mean, there's loads of ways boxing works. It's not about who you fight on the way up, it's who you don't fight on the way up.
Exactly. Well, I've got to mention, because it's been on Twitter, but both of you have said that you'll wait till it's a bigger fight. It's Gary Cully. Now, an Irish clash between you and Gary Cully. It makes sense, but you said, and I think Gary said as well, that why do it now? Let's make each other millions.
That's it.
If this fight comes along. So
Gary's another fighter, cracking, smashing fighter, who I believe it's going to take a very, very hard man to beat him. Like, he's 6'2", he's massive, and he's got freakish punch power for such a tall, skinny fella. Like, and he's winning very comfortably in all his fights, and we're both going to be managed the right way by NTK to get us both to that level, and then eventually when we do, then like we say, make each other both wealthy fighters, and we can get it on then.
Well, when you become wealthy, Sean, all I want is one Rolex.
One Rolex?
Just one Rolex,
right,
mate.
No problem.
The Hulk or the root beer, whatever.
Oh, no problem.
All right, mate.
Sure, listen, you'll make your millions before I will.
Well, like I said, I'm looking forward to the fight in April at Ulster Hall. I love the Ulster Hall. If anyone's not been at the Ulster Hall, you should check it out.
Get yourselves to it.
Get yourselves to it.
Atmosphere.
Brilliant atmosphere.
And a brilliant card already. I mean, there's 3 fights in it. Is there 3 or myself?
Gary Cully, Maxie Hughes.
There's another one. Or Paul Hyland.
Paul Hyland. Who's it?
Terry Flanagan. Great fight. There's 3 smashing domestic fights.
They could headline
all at the same weight, all lightweight.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's already. I'm sure there's going to be another 5 or 6 fighters in it soon here, but get on, get the tickets soon.
Get the tickets soon and get on to Shawnee Mag.
Bang,
gravy chip. There it is, Mo Salah. Sean, as always, thanks for this Fight tea book. I think that's Dominic here for some pad work for you, so get up and get training, mate.
Good man.
Good man.